In 1997, a novel came out and became a massive success, a huge success. It was The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. Everybody started talking about it. I'm not a voracious reader. In fact, I'm a very slow and sluggish reader. I don't like to read much. But I decided to read that novel and spend some of my rather a decent amount of my salary, my meager salary, on buying that book. And I read that novel and I really, really liked it. To me, fiction is all about the creative use of language, exhausting the possibility of language, as they say, if it's possible. To date, I don't remember the story of the novel, but I can still recall some of the phrases and sentences. Died at a viable age. Wow. Then things changed. Arundhati became extremely popular and she got involved in local politics, in Indian politics. She started demonstrating against the construction of a dam, which she thought would harm the poor and the land around the dam. I think it's called the Narmada Dam. At that point in time, Indian society was also going through a change. It was turning from a secular society into a Hindu nationalist one. She did not like it. She agitated against it, rightly so perhaps. She even, I think, went behind bars for it, agitating against it. I thought to myself, and her persona, her personality was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the writer was disappearing somewhere behind the Delhi fort. I thought to myself, activism's gain is literature's loss. I could be wrong, though. Then came her second novel, like quite a few years later, came a second novel, The Ministry of Utmost Happiness. I thought the title of the novel was a giveaway. It wasn't a title given by a writer, but by a persona. It was pretty stilted. It did not do as well as The God of Small Things, the second novel, and justifiably so. It was more crafty. Did not come from here. The God of Small Things came from here. It was a brilliant blend of the complexity of feelings and the creative use of language. Again, she was becoming really, really popular as an activist, and she was giving lectures all around the world, etc., etc. And now this book has come out. Mother Mary Comes to Me. Ostensibly, it's her biography, and the protagonist of the book is her mother, Mary Roy. 3 points I'd like to make. First of all, before mentioning those 3 points, I did not like this book. I've just finished reading it. 3 points. One, Arundhati did not need to throw her mother under the bus. Her mother doesn't come across as a villainous character after reading this. Two, she talks about the money that she accumulated after The God of Small Things and the way she shared it with other people, as if she's some kind of a Robin Hood, if I'm not mistaken. That's inverted snobbery. Three, she appears, after reading this book, it seems that she thinks very highly of herself as a writer. Well, this book doesn't suggest so. Our childhood never leaves us. That's the problem. I think she should have waited for a couple of more years, a few more years. And loyalty is a virtue.